Hello, everyone. My name is Raekwon Williams, and this is my post for this week's module on social work with organizations. So, for this year, I have been paired with the Shepherd Center, located in the heart of downtown Atlanta, where I pretty much follow a group of medical case managers, and we work with individuals who have experienced a spinal cord related injury and/or brain injury. And essentially, we facilitate the process from admissions to discharge for these individuals. So, to answer the questions for this week's module, the Shepherd Center's mission is to, quote, help people with a temporary or permanent disability caused by injury or disease rebuild their lives with hope, independence, and dignity, advocating for their full inclusion in all aspects of community life while promoting safety and injury prevention. So I believe, from my experience as being an intern this year at the Shepherd Center, I believe that the Shepherd Center does a very good job at staying true to their mission statement. A big part of the Shepherd Center is pretty much a elective and or like a specialty hospital. So many people come from another hospital, another ER, either in their hometown, and then they are transferred to the Shepherd Center for continued rehabilitation, occupational therapy, physical therapy, continued medical care, and that in and of itself is something that's very special. The Shepherd Center is ranked as one of the top 10 hospitals in the nation for spinal cord and brain injuries. So we get a lot of patients from all over the world. For example, we have a patient from Jordan, actually, right now, Jordan from Africa. So I think that the Shepherd Center does a very good job of meeting each patient where they are medically, financially, emotionally, psychologically. We have a very awesome team that is dedicated to meeting the needs of all of these patients. Um, and they make sure even if a patient doesn't have insurance, that there are resources for them either in their hometown, national grants, and things of that nature. All of those things are set in place to make sure that a patient can get the full amount of rehab that they need by the time that they discharge. So the next question is in regards to the funding structure of the organization. So the Shepherd Center is a not-for-profit hospital, 501c3, and they pretty much rely on donations from individuals, families, communities, and foundations to fund a number of the programs that directly benefit the patients and their families. So they have a lot of different partnerships that and resources that they have even outside of the Atlanta community that they can provide for these patients. And that really does help, like I said, meet the patient where they are financially. If I had to rank or identify the stage of the nonprofit life cycle that the organization is in, I would probably say that it is in maturity. Many of the programs and services are very solid and well recognized, well organized. The leadership at the hospital makes sure that all of the regulations and rules are abided by, specifically during COVID. The hospital has been done very well with being flexible with some of the COVID related regulations. And as I said, there are a lot of the resources that the hospital has even outside of the Atlanta area. So I think that it does a very good job of being standing strong on the nationally recognized status that it has, and it works to really ensure that the patient, regardless of what injury they have, what state they are in, once they do leave the Shepherd Center, they have the most optimal post discharge plan as possible, whether that be continued rehab through the Shepherd Center or maybe a continued rehab facility, a nursing home within the patient's hometown, or if they are strong enough to go back to the community and live and adapt back to their normal lives. The Shepherd Center ensures that the patient has all of the rehab necessary to meet those life goals following discharge. So the semester has been very great for me. I've been able to really kind of shadow multiple supervisors, so I get different teaching styles, which has been very helpful for me as a student to just see different ways of approaching situations, the same type of situation. And I have been able to get a patient of my own, which I've been able to start with as soon as they got to the hospital, and I'm actually continuing to work with them until the end of my internship with the Shepherd Center. So it's been a good way to just build on what I'm learning in class and also build on what I've learned throughout the entire year with the Shepherd Center. So I have I have no negative thoughts about the Shepherd Center. I've really enjoyed my time here. And if I had a message of encouragement for the rest of my classmates, I would just say to stay strong, stay consistent. You know, times get hard, especially during COVID. And it's easy to lose track or lose sight of what your ultimate goal and passion is for entering into this field. So, I would just say take a couple of steps back sometimes, maybe right before you go inside your internship, and just take time to reflect on the work that you're about to do and what small impact it can make in a person's life, you know, because we are really the glue that sticks a lot of the glue that sticks a lot of the patients' lives together continues to mend their lives and to provide that support for them. So our work is very important and we just have to, I think, continue to acknowledge that and stay humbled by it. And that's all I would have for words of encouragement. I wish everyone the best for the remainder of the semester, and we're going to finish strong. Yeah.